morning, everyone. Once again, it is another flight day. Yes, it is. And I just wanted to come and let you know that I am looking forward to our journey together and taking this flight together. Today, we were going to, just hang around the airport, going over a pre-solo exam that he had me take, and I was supposed to go over it with him today. We had earlier, I think it was yesterday, looked at the weather and saw that there were supposed to be some storms, that the conditions were not going to be favorable for us to fly. But as I am on my way to my training, I am seeing that it might not be that bad. So we might get in some flight time. If we do, I definitely will show it. If not, then we'll just probably do something else. But I just wanted to come on and let you know how thankful I am to you. Thank you guys so much for your support, for your prayers. Thank you for your comments. Thank you guys for not how do I say that? Thank you for just being there. It really does mean a lot. It means a whole lot just to know that you guys are there. So I thank you. I thank you guys for just being so good to me, so wonderful, so awesome. I thank you for being there, and I'm looking forward to this wonderful lesson that we're about to embark together. This has been so far a great experience. And by the way, I just want y'all to know I do have over 20 hours of flying, so I'm happy. I really am, because I never thought that I would even have 5 hours, let alone 1. So I'm excited that we have been really consistent with this entire thing. And I want to thank you. I have you to thank because you have been right there in my corner all the time. Also, too, I'm looking to maybe just add some things to our video. So you'll get a chance to maybe see all of this as you look at the next video. But again, guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Flight to Freedom is here to stay, so we're looking forward to it. I'll see you a little bit later. Take care. All right, so here we are again. Today is Wednesday. We're supposed to have a flight training today, but the weather is not permitting. Oh, bummer. Here, and I just wanted to come and show you what the weather is like. It's actually getting a lot better. When I came here for my ground school lesson at 10 o'clock, the ceiling, and when we talk about the ceiling, we're talking about the base of the clouds. The ceiling was about 900 feet, all right? 900 feet, and it's just not good it's not good weather for flying today. And so now it's clearing up a little bit, but I wanted to show you a little bit of this, of what it's actually like. Yeah, so you can see here up there, I'm pointing to the clouds up here. Remember, under VFR rules, I must be able to stay clear from the clouds, and I also must be able to see the ground at all times. So this is what this is. This is one of the reasons why we could not fly today. Hopefully the weather changes and it's a lot better than what it was earlier today. It's supposed to clear up a little bit later, but my time is over. Hey, listen, friends, sometimes it's like that. One of the things about flying, especially when you're training, one of the things is sometimes you get to fly, sometimes you don't. All right, so I just wanted to let you know that we are definitely going to continue this. We are not giving up no matter what the weather says, and we'll get back to this again on Friday. I really wanted to go flying today, specifically because You know, one of the hardest things oftentimes, especially for new pilots, that can also be challenging is communicating with air traffic control. And here at Westfield Barnes Airport, now we have four different runways, and the one that we typically use we use all of them, but the one that since I've been here, that we normally use is runway 20 or runway 02. And runway 20 mainly, you know, we use that, but there is this intersection, and every single time I call ground, right, to give me instructions on where to taxi. When he responds, he'll tell me to go to the intersection, and I could never relay that back to him because they give you instructions and you're supposed to repeat it, and obviously you don't want to repeat the wrong thing, so it would always trip me up. Well, the other day I was, looking back on my video, listening to the guy talk, and for the first time, I'm hearing him, and I'm like, oh, that's what it is. All right. So he tells me where he wants me to take off, and then tells me how to get to that point. So he'll say something to the fact, he'll say runway 20, intersection departure at Alpha, taxi via Alpha. And I am to repeat the same thing to him, but for some reason the intersection part kept throwing me off. But I finally got it, and I couldn't wait to come here today just to let them know that I'm taking this thing serious. I really want to do this, but we can't fly because of the weather conditions the way that they are right now, which is a bummer. So I'm not too keen about that, but at least I got to do some groundwork with my instructor. He had given me what's called a pre-solo exam to take home, look at it, fill in the questions, and which I did. So we talked a lot about that. And let me just say about, sometimes people have this thing about flying that, well, it's not safe, but I'm here to tell you that they do everything in their power to keep you safe. There's so much that you have to know it. And I don't want to scare anybody that's trying to do this. Yes, you can do it. I believe that you can do it. But there's also things that you need to know, that you should know as a pilot. For instance, when you're planning a flight plan, when you're planning a trip, you need to know the weight and balance. You need to know which runway is in use. You need to know in case, let's say if you're going to land at a runway, is there another destination? Let's say you can't land at the destination you want. Is there another destination? So there's so much that goes into it that really ensures our safety. And so I'm just really excited about this. I can't wait. He said so far you've done about 25 hours. Yes, 25 hours. Can you believe? I can't even believe 25 hours of flight time. So far, I'm so pumped up. I'm really excited about that. And he said to me as I was leaving, he says, man, I think that you are ready to go up there by yourself. He says, but we want to make sure that when you do, it's on a day that obviously where the weather agrees, conditions are favorable. Obviously they don't want to put me in a situation where it's only going to really be hard for me. So I'm really grateful for that, because again, their main thing is safety. And the thing about flying is that once you get off the ground, the entire dynamics change. So I just want to say again, friends, thank you for all of your support. I am heading on track with this. This is something that I really want to do. They know that this is something that I want to do. He did express that. We talked about landing, so he gave me some few pointers as to the landing. He told me, hey, listen, Don't beat yourself up. You are getting so much better at it, better than when you first started. So don't beat yourself up. These are some things that you can do. You can practice this. So I'm going to try to practice it on the sim. Practice is key. I'm going to try to go ahead and practice my landings on the sim. And then when I come back on Friday, hopefully the weather cooperates. I'm able to go up, and we'll have a video of that experience as well. But I just wanted to leave you with this, and especially those who are you're desiring to do something, whether it's flying, whether it's you want to become a doctor, whether you want to become a lawyer, whatever it is that you so desire, or you want to have your own business, whatever it may be. Now, in flying, we have what's called an attitude indicator. And the attitude indicator indicates, as it states, it indicates the relationship between the miniature plane and the horizon. In other words, it lets you know where you are in relation to the horizon. So if you are off to the right, it'll show you the relationship between the plane and where you are as far as it relates to the horizon. It's called the attitude indicator. And the thing that strikes me, and when we talk about attitude indicator, how the attitude of the plane determines where the plane is. Your attitude in life will determine where you are. And so I just wanted to encourage you. How is your attitude today? Are you gloomy? Are you woe is me, doom and gloom? Is that where you are today? Well, my friends, wherever your attitude is, that is where you are going to be as well. And I know things happen to us sometimes in life, and we don't always like it. We're not always favorable to it. But whatever it may be, in whatever situation, whatever condition. Now, I can't go up in this type of weather because I don't have the ratings to do that. All right, I have to stay clear away from the clouds. But there are people who have instrument ratings, and they're able to fly in this kind of weather. And their attitude determines everything. So why is that important? Because no matter what situation you face in life, no matter what the weather is for you, you can fly, you can fly with a positive attitude. You can go with a positive mindset. And always remember this, and this is one of my favorite quotes, which says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." So if you're always thinking, well, I can't, well, then friends, that's exactly where you're going to be at. One last thing, I remember I was talking to one of the flight instructors, and we were talking about landing. Now, typically speaking, when you're coming in for a land, one of the things that they encourage you to do is to round up the plane, right? In other words, the plane is now parallel to the runway, and then you come to a flare where the nose comes up and the plane gradually lands on the center, on the center lane. Now, I was talking to one of the instructors because I was talking to them about sometimes how the plane want to veer off to the left, to the right. And one of the things that they said to me that made key, so when you come down, you should have what's called an aiming point. That's where you choose a section of a part of the runway where you're coming in for the landing. And as you get close to that aiming point, you want to take your eyes and transfer it straight down the runway. And one of the things that she said to me, and I'll never forget, she said, "Where your eyes are, that's where you will be." So if your eyes are off to the right, then that's where the plane is going to end up. If your eyes are off to the left, that's where the plane is going to end up. You want to make sure that your eyes are straight down the runway. Where your eyes are, that's where you are going to be. And so, friends, I want to say to you in life, as we take that well-meaning, that wherever your brain is, whatever your attitude is, that is where you are going to be. And so, my friends, be encouraged and know that here at Flight to Freedom, that we are rooting for you. We are proud of you. And we know that whatever you set your heart to do, that you will also be able to fulfill it. Nothing and remember, nothing is impossible. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the cockpit on Friday.